TIFU by checking my security camera footage at 2 a.m. Now my entire apartment complex thinks I'm a serial killer. Or worse. Hey Reddit. Throwaway for obvious reasons. I, 31M software engineer, painfully average, never thought my most chaotic week would start with insomnia and a cheap Ring camera. Buckle up. This is long because every single detail still has me replaying it like a fever dream. It was a Tuesday night like any other. I just moved into this mid-tier apartment complex 6 months ago. Think beige walls, polite nods in the elevator, and that one guy who always holds the door with his foot while on Bluetooth. My unit is on the second floor, corner spot, quiet except for the occasional upstairs neighbor vacuuming at midnight. We'll call her Karen because, of course. I woke up at 2:17 a.m. needing water and noticed the app on my phone buzzing. The Ring camera at my front door had motion alerts. Not unusual, sometimes it catches delivery drivers or raccoons in the dumpster area. I opened the footage while half asleep. What I saw made me sit straight up. A figure in a dark hoodie was crouched right outside my door, fiddling with the lock or the frame, gloved hands, slow, deliberate movements. Then the figure stood, looked directly at the camera for a split second, face obscured by the hood and poor lighting, and walked calmly down the hallway toward the stairs. Timestamp. 1:58 a.m. My heart hammered. I checked the live feed. Nothing now. Door was still locked. I grabbed a baseball bat I keep for home defense, mostly for motivation to actually exercise, and did a paranoid sweep of my apartment. Nothing missing. No signs of entry. I should have called the cops right then. Instead, like an idiot, I spent the next hour reviewing older footage. That's when things got weird. The same hooded figure had appeared 3 other nights in the past 2 weeks. Always between 1:33 a.m. Never tried to force entry on my door for long. Would linger 20-40 seconds, then leave. On one clip, I swear they whispered something before walking away. By morning, I was wired on coffee and paranoia. I mentioned it casually in the building's group chat. We have one for package theft alerts. Anyone else get weird nighttime visitors? Saw someone on my camera last night. Crickets, except one reply from Karen upstairs. Probably just kids. Keep your doors locked. Work was a blur. I'm on a deadline for a boring back-end project, but I kept replaying the footage. The walk, the height, the way they paused at my door. It felt personal. I work from home mostly, so by afternoon I was deep in detective mode, cross-referencing timestamps with when I was out. That evening I installed a second hidden camera inside pointing at the door. Overkill? Yes. Necessary? Apparently. Wednesday night? Nothing. Thursday night? Bingo. 2:03 a.m. Hooded figure returns. This time the footage caught audio. A faint female voice muttering, "Not this one again." Before leaving, female. That narrowed it. I barely slept. Friday morning I printed stills, blurry as hell, and, against all better judgment, started asking neighbors while casually taking out trash. The retired couple on my floor hadn't seen anything. The gym bro across the hall laughed it off. "Bro, you need better locks or better sleep." Then I hit the jackpot, or the nightmare. The building manager, a tired guy in his 50s named Mike, was in the lobby. I showed him the printouts. Mike went pale. "Shit, we've had reports of a prowler, but nothing this consistent. I'll check the main security tapes." He pulled me into his office. We reviewed lobby and stairwell footage. The figure avoided most cameras expertly. Hood up, head down, taking side routes. But one angle caught her exiting the building at 2:45 a.m. and walking to a silver sedan in the guest lot. License plate partially visible. Mike ran it through some building system, don't ask. Registered to apartment 3B, Karen's unit. Karen. The vacuum at midnight passive-aggressive group chat Karen. Single mom in her late 40s, works odd hours as a nurse or something, always complaining about noise. My brain short-circuited. Why the hell was my upstairs neighbor trying to break into my apartment multiple times? I confronted her that evening. Knocked on 3B with my phone recording in my pocket. Legal in my state, one-party consent. She opened the door, looking exhausted. Hair in a messy bun, wearing scrubs. "Hey, I need to talk to you about something weird on my camera." Her face changed instantly. Recognition, then panic, then a forced smile. Oh God, it's not what it looks like. She invited me in. Against every true crime podcast I've ever heard, I went. Her place was normal. Kids' toys, teen daughter, I guess, medical books, half-dead houseplants. No obvious murder wall. Karen sat me down and spilled everything in a shaky voice. She wasn't trying to rob me, she was sleepwalking. Severe somnambulism triggered by stress from her divorce and night shifts. She'd wake up in weird places with no memory. Her daughter had found her in the laundry room once. Recently, it escalated. She'd been visiting random doors in the building, fiddling with locks in her sleep like she was trying to get home or check on patients. My corner unit apparently felt familiar in her dream state or something. She showed me her own cheap camera footage from inside her unit, her leaving in a trance at night, returning confused hours later. She'd been mortified but terrified to tell anyone because of custody fears. Ex-husband already painted her as unstable. I felt like the biggest asshole for assuming the worst. We both laughed nervously. She promised to see a sleep specialist immediately and get better locks on her own door. I offered to help with the daughter if needed. She's 16, apparently mortified too. We parted on awkward but friendly terms. I deleted the recordings, told the group chat it was a false alarm, probably a delivery mix-up. Life went back to normal. Or so I thought. Saturday morning, I woke up to 47 messages in the building chat. Someone, not me, had leaked screenshots of my original post plus the blurry hooded figure pics. The narrative had twisted. OP on second floor catching a stalker. Stay safe, everyone. Then conspiracy theories exploded. Someone claimed they saw the figure near the mailboxes. Another said their ring caught similar at 3 a.m. Karen's silver car was identified by a sharp-eyed neighbor. By noon, the chat was full-blown panic. People were forming a neighborhood watch on WhatsApp. Karen texted me privately. They're blaming me. My daughter saw the messages. I'm freaking out. I tried to fix it. Posted a follow-up. False alarm, guys. It was a misunderstanding with a sleepwalking neighbor. Everything's fine. It backfired spectacularly. Now people thought I was covering for the prowler or that I was in on it. One guy accused me of being the actual creep staging the whole thing for attention. Jim Bro started calling me Camera Carl in the elevator. Sunday was when it went nuclear. I came back from grocery shopping to find my door covered in passive-aggressive sticky notes. We're watching you. Someone had keyed a tiny mark on my car. Karen's daughter knocked on my door in tears. Kids at school were harassing her about her crazy mom breaking into apartments. I felt sick. This had spiraled from my insomnia paranoia into destroying a single mom's reputation in a building of bored, scared people. In a moment of pure stupidity heroism, I called an emergency building meeting in the lobby that evening. About 25 residents showed up, armed with phones and suspicion. I stood there like an idiot and played the original footage on the big TV mic hooked up. Then played Karen's internal footage of her sleepwalking. Explained the medical side. I'd Googled furiously. Apologized for escalating. Karen stood beside me, crying quietly, confirming everything and offering to show doctor notes once she got them. Silence. Then the retired couple started clapping. Slowly, others joined. Jim Bro muttered, "Damn, that's wild." People apologized. The group chat turned into an outpouring of support. Meal trains for Karen, recommendations for sleep clinics, even offers to watch her daughter after school. But the story didn't end there. Later that night, around 11 p.m., my new inside camera pinged. I opened it expecting nothing. It was Karen, fully awake this time, standing outside my door holding a bottle of wine and a note. She knocked softly. I opened it. She looked embarrassed but determined. "I owe you more than an apology. And honestly, talking to you made me realize how isolated I've been. Want to share this and watch something mindless so I don't feel like the building pariah?" We ended up on my couch drinking cheap red, bonding over divorce horror stories. Mine was years ago, and terrible night shift tales. Her daughter texted her goodnight with a thumbs-up emoji, apparently approving of mom making an actual friend. At 1:30 a.m. she left. No sleepwalking this time. We laughed about how this all started. It's been 2 weeks now. Karen's in treatment, doing better. The building has a new group chat meme. Don't sleepwalk into drama. I'm no longer Camera Carl. I'm the guy who accidentally started a community watch that turned wholesome. But here's the craziest part, Reddit. Last night my camera caught something new. The hooded figure was back. But this time it was Jim Bro in the same style hoodie leaving a small package at Karen's door. Turns out he's been anonymously leaving healthy snacks and notes for her daughter after hearing the story, too shy to say anything directly. This building is full of weird, broken, surprisingly decent people pretending to be normal. Moral of the story? Check your cameras, but maybe talk to people before assuming the worst and get better sleep. TLDR. Thought my neighbor was stalking me. Turned out she was sleepwalking. Chaos ensued, reputations nearly ruined, then everyone became weirdly supportive. Now I have a new friend and the building has more gossip than Netflix. If this gets deleted, you know why.